Hey you guys, it's me, Gemstone. I know I haven't been around for a good long time. I've been wanting to make videos, but I've just been so busy with life and everything. Going through so many transitions in life has got me tied up in a lot of things. But I've been meaning to make videos and do readings for you guys and all that kind of stuff. So I had a few minutes. So I said, let me just quickly upload something. So I'm going to start with Libras, and this is going to be not time based. So it doesn't have to be this week. I'm just kind of feeling out the energy and just seeing what comes up. So it doesn't matter if you watch this video a month from when I've uploaded it. Hopefully the message will still resonate with you. So I'm going to start with Libras. It looks like the Libras are going through a lot of stuff, which I'm a Libra and I know that I am. So, and it's difficult. The Ten of Swords is the first card to show up here. Now, interestingly enough, in this deck, this is the Light Seers Tarot. This card was a bit controversial to some people. And the creator kind of had to explain some things surrounding the card. So I hope that in me showing it, it's not going to be, it won't affect anyone in any kind of way or anything. If it does, I apologize. But the Ten of Swords is it's a challenging energy, as we know. And I kind of feel like for some people, it can be being extremely stressed out or being at your wit's end or having a lot of baggage, a lot of issues, a lot of things going on around you, mentally being exhausted or just having a lot on your mind at this time. And it could be to do with judgments that either maybe other people have made about you or other people have or somebody could have something to do in terms of a conclusion to a situation, like an ending of a situation. However, judgment could also be a good thing, because I kind of feel the next card that shows up is the Six of Cups. This deck is really pretty. The colors are so vibrant. I hope it's not blurry. Okay. Kind of looking a little bit blurry, like it's not as clear as it could be. But the Six of Cups is telling me that if you felt betrayed by somebody, or if somebody has left your life, that person could potentially be coming back. Judgment sometimes brings things back, but it brings things back in a different kind of way. So just like you see this sort of spirit leaving this woman's body, it's like it revives something, but it's or it can be a release of something as well. So you could be releasing some stress, some anxiety, and some issues as well. Like you could be going through your own sort of transformation in terms of letting go of a lot of heavy kind of energy and negative thinking and all that kind of stuff. And I would say if you are in a very negative space, it would be good for you to find or look for methods that can help you to ease a lot of things that you may be going through mentally. So practice, things that relax you, whether that's meditation, whether that's having a walk in the park or walk out in nature, doing something that you really enjoy doing, like activities, hobbies, maybe spending time with people that you really enjoy being around, or people that are very positive, that can kind of, speak good and positive things into your life at this time. It can be really encouraging for you. But I see the heaviness turning around anyways, and the stress being released with the 10 card and then with the Judgment card. So that's a really good energy for you. Judgment can also mean that you may also hear from somebody that or an opportunity may also come back to you. So if you've been worried about maybe finances or job situations or something like that, sometimes Judgment can be a confirmation of something coming up at this time that could be useful to you, or somebody reaching out to you. And the Six of Cups shows that an opportunity could be coming to you from the past, or a person could be coming back from the past, or you could be spending time with a friend that maybe you haven't spoken to in a while. So yeah, you may be hearing back from them or reminiscing about somebody, or it can also represent soulmates to the Six of Cups. So even a soulmate could be coming back into your life, which could actually happen with Judgment as well. Somebody that you have kind of this kind of spiritual connection with or tied to. And it can also represent children as well. So, but I think this is a good reading for Libra because it's just a release of a lot of heaviness. And the Six of Cups has a much lighter energy, much more fun and playful kind of energy. And I feel like that's really necessary for you at this time. So what's underneath the deck for Libras? You have the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands can represent conflicts, arguments, but I kind of feel that it's more leaning on the positive, which can be fun competitions, competitiveness, that kind of thing. If you are up for a work situation connected to Judgment, the Five of Wands could mean maybe you're competing for a role or post or an opportunity. That's not a bad thing. I feel like you can still be successful at this time if you prepare really well. Make sure you know a lot about the position, about the company that you're wanting to work for, or whatever you're going for. Once you're prepared, you stand a really good chance with those two cards showing up together. So yes, that's for the Libra. So let's move on. We'll do Gemini next. I always like to do Gemini and Libra next to each other. So, Gemini, your cards are the Queen of Wands. It's really coming out blurry. I don't know if it's because it's showing my face, maybe. Queen of Wands, Justice, and the Queen of Swords. You've got quite a few queens showing up in your reading, Gemini. So this can be two different people in your life or surrounding you. This is more of a feminine energy, so it could be women that, that's in your life. But it's so interesting that the women are on either side and justice is in the middle. So you could be making a decision between two different people. So somebody may be placing you in the middle of something. That's kind of what I see. So it could almost be like you have two friends that are arguing with each other, and you have to be like the middleman. They might be wanting you to choose between, who you stay friends with. But you have an option of two, and it's connected with two different people. It could even be a romantic situation where you have two different lovers that you could choose between, and you don't know who to choose. One person can be like more fun and exciting and carefree, and the other person could be a bit more serious and intellectual and independent. I mean, both Wands and Swords queens are quite independent, but in a different way. But they're both very strong characters. The Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Sometimes they're more the queens that carry with them a little bit more of a masculine energy as well, in terms of they're not like the Queen of Cups and Pentacles, where they're more receptive and more, sensitive. They carry more of a really strong feminine energy. It's like the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords have more of a fiery, dynamic, go get them kind of energy about them. But I think you would like that. in a partner anyway. And because of the energies of it, it could mean that you could be deciding between a fire sign and an air sign. So someone that's an air sign like yourself and a fire sign. And again, these could be your friends, or these could be partners. These could be even work colleagues. But I kind of get the feeling it's two people that are at odds with each other because they are facing separate directions. So it's like two people that they're not seeing eye to eye at this time. And justice is saying you're having to kind of be the middle person, or you're having to make a decision between these two people. And it's almost like a situation of who was right and who was wrong. Or even if it's not, let's say, you having to make a decision between two people, you might actually be the Queen of Swords in this situation. So you might be at odds with somebody else that is a fire sign, and you may be having to make a decision about this fire sign person. Yeah. Yeah, let me see what shows up underneath. Page of Cups. So more than likely, this is probably a relationship situation that you could be having to make a decision about. Justice can also be some form of commitment, because, justice represents contracts and agreements. So I don't know if some form of contract or agreement will be showing up for you at this time that you're going to have to consider or think about, that is connected with a partner or connected to somebody very close to you. I'm kind of drawn to the way this Page of Cups is looking at this person, like up in the sky. That kind of tells me that the Page of Cups, sometimes his emotions can get the best of him, and he may not always think logically in certain situations. He may think a lot with his heart, and it's kind of saying at this time you have to sort of balance making decisions in terms of whether you're going to be coming from the heart or coming from your head. I know that Geminis are usually very logical, more logical than emotional. But it's kind of showing at this time that if somebody is wanting you to make a commitment, or this person is wanting you to make things official with them, you may be looking at the situation from a place of more your emotions. And so it's almost like you may be wanting to do something to satisfy this other person, just for the sake of creating peace, or maybe not being at odds, or because you think that's what this person expects of you or wants from you. So just make sure that it's your decision at the end of the day, and it's not something that make sure that is something that you want, as well as something that actually makes sense for you to do. So let's say, for instance, if you're not ready, or if you're I'm getting the reason I'm going quiet is I'm getting these words that are showing up in my mind as I'm trying to put everything together. And it's kind of, when I look at that image, it's telling me, it keeps on saying being in over your head. Like someone is being in over their head. Like someone isn't thinking as logically as they should. And they are putting themselves in a situation where they are either taking on something that would be too much for them in the end, or they're not being true to themselves in terms of what it is they really want. So I would say this is a good time for you to really assess where you're at emotionally, and don't get in over your head. Okay, don't commit yourself too much to something that you know is going to be too much for you in the long run, or is going to prove itself to be challenging for you in the long run. So that's the message for Gemini. Peace and blessings to you. The next reading is going to be for Aquarius. Let's see what's showing up for Aquarius. Okay. Aquarius, you have the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the 8 of Pentacles. So, okay. Your cards, well, you're definitely starting something new with the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Page of Pentacles is about searching for stability, having stability come into your life. Being that the Ace of Cups is next to it, this could be a relationship, something that you love, something that you feel an emotional connection towards. And the 8 of Pentacles represents practice, trying something again, trying to master something, trying to get it right, by continuously practicing, giving something a second chance. So for some of you, you might be giving a relationship a second chance. You may be deciding to open up yourself to love in a way that maybe you haven't before. Maybe for some of you guys, you can see that somebody has a lot of potential to be a serious partner in your life. So you may be going from a casual relationship to a more serious relationship. Page of Pentacles can also represent moving, can be a property, can be making money, a new form of money. If it's money, then the Ace of Cups is saying that it's something that you enjoy doing, something that you are training to do or being educated in doing, or doing an apprenticeship, like working under somebody else, and you're really going to enjoy this. So if this is a new course or new thing that you're learning, you're going to have a really good time learning it. But what I generally see for you is a new sense of joy that is going to come into your life due to something that you are given either a second chance to, or something that you are practicing and you're committing yourself to improving on. So this could even be self-improvement, you know, you working on yourself, you working in terms of your own self-love, self-development, the way you treat yourself, the way you treat your body, with the Page of Pentacles as well. So but your focus is definitely love, because both of your cards, because I also look at the directions the cards lay in, and both of your cards are focused towards the central card. So it's saying this is the biggest thing that is going to be taking place for you right now, or that you're going to be feeling right now. And it means that you're coming from a heart-centered place. So there's this love, there's this opening, there's this fulfillment, there's a joy that comes with your heart opening up and just receiving that kind of emotional happiness that comes with a new love, a newfound love. And so for you, regardless of like how that shows up, it's gonna feel really positive for you right now. So that's really nice. And let's see what your card underneath the deck has. It is the 8 of Swords. So your heart opening up is definitely necessary. And because the cards underneath is when you feel trapped in your circumstances, feeling stuck. So I feel like because this is your shadow card, it shows that this was a feeling that is either past or passing right now. So the good thing is you're going to be coming out of a stuck or stagnant situation where you either felt helpless, or you felt like you didn't know what to do, you didn't know what movements to make. It's kind of like the energy of either just feeling blah, or just feeling like I don't know what to do, and I just kind of feel either overwhelmed or anxiety has kind of paralyzed me, like I can't move forward. But now you're kind of able to move forward. And I kind of feel like this card is connected to something that you fear, like something that you had a fear of or anxiety about stopped you from moving forward. But this is a time for you to be able to find a new sense of self, like to find a new sense of joy, find a new sense of something opening up that allows you to be free of sort of the mental anxiety and the stress that comes with feeling stuck and everything being stagnant right now. If you are currently feeling that way, I would say to you, what your cards are showing you is you need to embrace something new. You have to bring something into your life right now that makes you feel passionate about life. Like you with and that could be, like I said, with the Ace of Cups, it can be your relationship, like a relationship you have with somebody else. It can be you taking up some activity that makes you feel happy, that makes you that gives you something to focus on, like channel your energy into, especially with the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, it will be beneficial for you guys to learn something new as well, because I think the sense of accomplishment will also be fulfilling to you at this time. So peace and many blessings to you, and I'll be seeing you guys. Bye.